So without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best looking games I've ever seen is Cyberpunk 2077. Now, as we all know, back in the day, one of the worst game releases of all time. 5 or so years on, with recent patches and updates, it's still one of the best games out there to this day. So I was thinking the other day, you know what, it looks absolutely glorious on a 4K TV, but what does it look like on a 1990s CRT TV?
Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Netrunners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teams scraping cyber psycho victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica is still Pacifica. This has been your man, Stan. Join me for another day in our city of dreams.
Right, so I've lowered the frame rate down to 30 FPS just so I don't get any flicker. And I've just picked a random save. Now this was one of the earlier saves. I think this is called Ripperdoc. So basically, I'm gonna get down from this apartment block and we're gonna go on to ground level. I think there's a, if I remember rightly, there is a lift somewhere. So the telly that I'm currently playing on is a Sony Trinitron 14-inch, and it looks, in my opinion, absolutely bloody amazing. I mean, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but I think it looks pretty good. Right, so we're going to take the lift down to the bottom. I'll find out the full model number of the telly and I'll put it on the screen. But it's a flat screen, and it is, the picture on it, even just playing on retro games, you know, consoles like, you know, Xbox and PlayStation, Amiga, it is absolutely fantastic. I'll slow that down a bit because it's quite high. I mean, I think it looks phenomenal on this telly. Absolutely phenomenal. So here we go into the outside world now. Now we're in 4:3 ratio, and by the click of the L remote, we're now in 16:9. So we'll just play 16:9 for a minute. And look how good this looks. You know, don't get me wrong, some of the smaller text that you can't read, but majority of it you can read. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. This telly handles it like a champ. There's no screen tear and nothing. I need to meet him, don't I? But we're not going to, because I'm just going to have a little wander and show you. So, right, so with this telly, we also have a colour scheme, which is, let me see, where is it? Is it that one? Picture mode. So this is live. We can have movie mode, and we can also have personal. Now, personal, I think, possibly looks the most colourful, but I am absolutely blown away by this TV.
It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Sending a cop to an neighborhood like that a year before retirement.
Do you know what? I'm currently thinking of getting a 28-inch CRT. Imagine what this would look like on that. And this is from a £5, cheap £5 adapter off eBay. To me, it just runs as good as it would run on the Xbox. Let's get in a car. Should we get in a car? How do we get in a car? Oh, it's locked in it. Can't get in every car. But wow. How bloody good does that look? Let's go back to 4:3 ratio. I have just dropped the remote control on the floor. But oh my word, look at that. So I've had this game for quite a few years now, and I'm only halfway through it. It's absolutely beautiful. In 4K on the Xbox Series X, it is absolutely beautiful. And on this TV, oh my word. We're rocking, I think we're rocking mono sound as well, so we've only got one input. Huh? What was that? Oh, just barbed wire. So we're connected through composite or composite, whatever it's called, and then we're one channel stereo as well. So it's not stereo sound, but it's just as good. Like, you know. It's phenomenal. You know, when I put it on, I was expecting like loads of screen tearing. I was just like expecting basically just a load of mush. But you could play this, no problem. There will be some flickering here and there as well. But majority of the game is just amazing. And in my opinion as well, this TV is probably the best TV to play any retro gaming consoles on. And I know it's not retro, but just in general, I got it given to me quite a few years ago now. And it handles things, as I've mentioned, like Xbox original, Amiga, and you know, why shouldn't it? Because that's the telly it was made for. But the actual screen, the picture, as I say, it's a flat screen, it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So I do plan on a few more games on this CRT. I've got Flight Sim there. I may have a little go of Flight Sim and see how it handles that. That's actually a lower frame rate. I think, what are we rocking on the Series X? Is it 60? I can't remember now. But like I said, I've had to lower this down to 30 just to save any flickering, but wow. Imagine having this TV 30 years ago and actually having graphics like that on there. It would just be a dream, a pipe dream. And you know, now in 2025, by way of a cheap Chinese adapter, we can play the game and it looks as good as it does on a 4K TV. Should we try and get in a vehicle?
All nearby units, we got a situation in Watson. Roger, dispatch. What else is new? We'll be right there.
Who's shooting at me here? Oopsie. How'd you get the view on? Oh, what was it for the view? Was it that? Oh yeah, here we go. So that's driving.
Suspect has disappeared. All units on site, continue searching the area.
Speed-wise, not a problem. It handles it like a bloody champ. I'm quite surprised. I was expecting screen tearing galore. But look at it. going to ditch this car now. The police blocking that off.
Zero. I repeat, code 0 in this area. All units resume normal duties.
Here we go. And while I'm playing this, we are currently awaiting, I think, the last patch update for this game. It was delayed until, I'm not quite sure when, but is it 3.2? Just had a guess, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's the final patch update for this game on consoles, PS5, 4, Xbox One and Series X as well. But yeah. And there's a Cyberpunk 2, I think, rumoured as well. Is it solid, or is it just like, I don't know. How's your exit vehicle? I'd completely forgot. That's the horn. That's my... See, the likes of that, you can't really read. It's far too small. But, how'd you get out the vehicle? Oh, there we go. I'm out. So, yeah, I'm not going to play the entire level. I'm just literally playing just a little bit just to basically show off how good this looks on a CRT. Whoops, I'm nearly dead. Have I got a gun? Do you know what? Just play it till I die, I think. Have I got any weapons? No. Oh well, I'm dead. Let's just go to main menu, confirm. And there we go. Back to the main menu. Cyberpunk 2077 on a 14-inch Sony Trinitron TV. So Cyberpunk 2077 on a CRT TV. And as you'll all agree, it looks absolutely glorious. So just before we go, here is the said adapter. So HDMI to composite or composite, I can never say it right. So we have an input HDMI on the side, and we have the 5-volt power, which is plugged straight into the Xbox PAL or NTSC. And then there we have the composites out and left and right. Obviously we were rocking mono, so we only got to use one. Sound was still good. I'll put a picture on the screen right now of where you can get them. I got this from eBay for £5 or £6, but AliExpress, probably Temu, I don't know, but you can get them probably on even Amazon. Whatever goes on inside that, I must say, is a bloody miracle, because that looked amazing on that TV. So yeah, that was just a quick video of Cyberpunk 2077 on that little telly. I do plan on more games. I'm going to try Flight Simulator as well, because I love Flight Sim, and I'll probably try a few more games and that. So anyway, yeah. Rightio, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
Siri.